So the attorneys at Warner and Fitzmartin, we practice all type of personal injury cases, and one of those types of cases that we handle is called wrongful death. Sometimes a family member may call us after one of their either spouses or loved ones unfortunately passed away due to what they believe was the negligence of another, and essentially that's what wrongful death is. The next most frequent question we get when a client calls us about pursuing a potential wrongful death case is, what type of damages can I recover? And there is no simple answer to that. In Florida, a wrongful death case is typically brought on behalf of the decedent's estate. In addition to the estate that gets opened up, the additional, what we refer to as survivors, such as a spouse or family members, are certainly entitled to pursue additional benefits on behalf of the deceased. The factors that can impact the type of recovery these family members make really comes down to the impact that this individual had in their lives. Whether it was emotional, companionship, or financial support, we need to start gathering this information so that we can really provide you what we believe is the value of your case and do everything we can to pursue the full amount of recovery that we can after a wrongful death occurs. At Warner and Fitzmartin, our office is located in Lake Worth. I myself was born and raised in Palm Beach County in Boca Raton. We frequently speak with elderly senior citizens and unfortunately have uncovered some issues that have prevented a wrongful death case from moving forward. So I just wanted to give you some 2 practice tips to avoid this type of issue. 2 things you might just want to consider and definitely be aware of when it comes to wrongful death cases involve divorce and marriage. So unfortunately, I myself have encountered a situation where a client, for whatever reason, late in life chose to divorce their significant other while that significant other was suffering from significant medical conditions. Ultimately, he suffered a fall that we believe was due to someone else's negligence. But because they had recently gotten divorced before the fall, there was nothing this woman could do to pursue any type of recovery other than economic damages if they were to open up a estate for the decedent. But there was nothing we could do to recover any non-economic damages for this woman. In addition to that, it's very important to know that the Florida Supreme Court just this year in 2024 changed the law when it comes to wrongful death and survivorship a little bit. In the past, if there was some type of negligent event that occurred and maybe it took a couple, 3, 6 months, unfortunately for that individual to pass away from the injuries due to that negligence, if that individual had gotten married after the negligent event, their new spouse would not have been able to pursue any recovery. The Florida Supreme Court decided that that didn't make much sense. They changed the law. Now, if some type of event causes an injury, which down the road leads to what we believe is a wrongful death, and after that date of injury, that individual chooses to get married, that new spouse will now have a right of survivorship and a claim to pursue wrongful death benefits for non-economic damages. If you or a loved one are suffering from any type of medical condition or simply want to be aware of these nuances in the law, we highly recommend that you contact us at Warner and Fitzmartin. We'd be happy to discuss any potential issues with you and see if there's some type of wrongful death case we can help you with.